All right, everyone, thank you so much for coming out for your 25-minute workout this morning. We will take a child's pose to begin. So as you take the knees wide, the toes will tap behind you. Sink your hips back towards your heels. Reach long through the fingertips. Forehead may or may not come down, but ease into those outer hips. If your forehead is down, maybe turn the head from side to side. Connecting with your breath here as you draw that inhale through the nose. You could even do a little heavy sigh. Exhale out through the mouth. Sink a little deeper. And then we'll start to get a little more active through the body. You'll pull yourself up onto your hands and take a baby press up. The heels will aim towards your glutes. And just alternating onto your hands and then back onto your legs. Just getting this movement through the spine. A little connection to your core to begin with. Certainly a little warm up through the shoulders. Then we'll find ourselves in a tabletop position. So moving through cat-cow, the breath helps guide you in how you do this. So dropping your belly as you breathe in. And then rounding your upper back towards the ceiling as you breathe out. Your chin can tuck towards your chest. And again, just see what's happening through the spine here as you articulate through the vertebra, allowing the breath to help you maybe linger for a little spot if you like that. Maybe see what's going on, how your back feels today. We'll offer up some circles through those hips, awakening again the sides of the waist, maybe a little longer outer hip stretch if you want to take it nice and slowly, and then swap out the direction. Nice work, everyone. We'll find our way onto our backs. Let's draw those knees in towards the chest. Give yourself a little hug here. And we'll split the knees from one another, taking some circles through the hip joints. One way and then the other way. Again, just using these moments in the beginning to explore how the body's feeling today. We'll send the arms up towards the ceiling, legs up towards the ceiling. Nice little reversal of blood flow here. Very energizing. Rinsing through the wrists and the ankles as you give them a little spin. We'll split the knees from one another, aim them towards your armpits and either grabbing behind your thighs or the outer edges of your feet. Happy baby here. You can rock from side to side. You could even press one heel away if that's in your range of motion for your hamstring length. And then we'll come into some twists as we take the feet nice and wide on the mat. Arms can come out to goalposts and just wash those knees from side to side as you roll across the glutes. Again, lingering wherever you like. If something's getting your attention and needs a little more time to stretch, feel free to do that. But in our 25-minute form, we go right into our tubular core, targeting through the planks. So we will begin on either our right side hand or right side forearm. You decide how it feels through the shoulders. We're going to stack that left foot in front of the right. You can modify by coming onto that right knee. We'll hold it for 30, and then we're going to add a toe tap and a heel tap across that extended right leg, or if the knee's bent, you're just aiming for the opposite corners of your mat. Let us begin. We are on the clock. So heels, hips, and shoulders are all in a line. Left arm reaches high to pull you away from that right side shoulder, avoiding any collapse into that shoulder girdle. That's really what we want to avoid. So energize, pressing down. And then that whole right side oblique is firing to keep those hips nice and high. And you'll still get that work if you take that modification on that right knee. Stay with your breath. Lengthen your tailbone towards the front end of your mat. And we're halfway through our minute hold. So if you want to draw a little half circle, crossing that extended right leg, or just tap opposite corners, you decide. Yeah, Greg, looks great. It's so easy to want to sag in that right side waist. We are firing that right side so much to stay lifted. And we're tapping out for 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Lately, I've been liking a little extra shoulder roll through that side plank. You could even do a little side bend off towards the back end of your mat just to yawn open through that right side we've just worked. We'll come onto our bellies. We'll take our back extensions. We're gonna do penguins this morning. We're gonna join the heels together as we split the knees nice and wide. Lift the thighs, lift the chest, and take your fingertips alongside your legs. Those extensors are firing to keep as much of your body lifted. Yeah, looks fantastic. You got it, Jeannie. We're getting that additional side crunch. Can you draw those shoulder blades down the back and reach even further down the legs? Last 3, 2, 1. Take a child's pose here. Your knees are already wide, so just roll over them, lengthen through the fingertips, breathe into the back body. In this format, we're taking a 1-minute forearm plank hold. Modify where you need to by coming to your knees. Let's set those feet up nice and wide, and the clock begins now. Press the heels away, engage through the entire leg. So the Achilles are getting a nice little stretch, the calves are getting a stretch. More importantly, we're firing up through those quads to support that front body strength. Press into those forearms so you're not collapsing through the shoulders, and soften through the jaw. Really strong this morning. That's it, Brana, you got it. We're at the halfway mark, so if you want to add a little sawing action, see how this feels for you. You're just pitching yourself forward on your toes and then rocking back. So a little mobility through the shoulders. Take it or leave it, but keep those hips nice and solid so they're not too high or too low. Yeah, Johnny, nice. Check in with your breath, check in with the tension through your jaw. Give yourself some space between those back teeth. And we're finished this minute in 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Again, either a child's pose if you want to do a little front body stretch, lengthening through the arms. Second set of our penguins here for our back extension work. Again, click those heels back behind you, strong through those glutes and hamstrings as you waddle from side to side. Yeah, nice work. You got it, Dougal. Is there a little more spreading open through the collarbones as you get even more lifted through the chest? Reaching further perhaps down the legs thanks to that oblique work. Fantastic work, looks really good. That's it, Phil. Last 3, 2, 1. Take that child's pose. Enter it respectfully. We've just worked the back body, so now we're giving it a little stretch. We are coming on either to our left hand or left forearm. Right foot is stacking in front, or left knee is down if you're not extending the leg. 30 seconds to hold, and then 30 seconds toe heel tap. Here we go. So again, just find that integrity through the left shoulder, pressing into that forearm. Hiking that left side waist away from your mat. Feel the tailbone lengthening here, so you're avoiding any sort of jackknife shape through the body. Fantastic, Cooch. Looks really good from here. We are at the halfway mark. So if you want to keep that left leg long and add the top leg crossing up and over, feel free to do that. I'm finding a little weakness in my left shoulder, so I'm going to modify and bring my left knee down, but still that left side oblique is firing. Yeah, you got it, Sally. Stay with it. Really nice side planks, everyone. We're in our final 3, 2, 1. You bend both knees and sit on up. You can give a little shoulder roll, maybe even that nice little side stretch along that left side waist. Fantastic. Time for our 2 rounds of abs. We go for 30 seconds, each exercise, 10 seconds rest. Our first one has kind of a multiple part to it. You first begin in a butterfly through the legs, light support of the head through the hands. You crunch up in your butterfly, you shoot the legs long straight, you return to butterfly, and then you lower. So lots of elements in this one to stay with time under tension in your crunch. The second and third are right and left side. You take a figure 4, but I'm going to ask you to float that foot right away. You go elbow to opposite knee, you tap the heel down, staying in that nice twist, and then you lower down. So actually keep that left leg lifted. You're just moving the top part. And then tap the heel down. And then for our final one is a butterfly sit-up fully. Arms are going to stay straight above your shoulders. Feet are wide, or knees are wide. And then come on up, doing a full sit-up without the use of your arms. So let us begin with those lovely wide butterfly legs. We crunch, shoot the legs away. Here we go. Everything lifts. From that lifted position, shoot the legs away, split the knees, and then lower back down. Use your exhale to crunch up. Keep that time under tension as you move those legs in and out. Yeah, that's it. Really slow and precise. If you feel like you want to work a little faster, you've got 30 seconds to play with, so feel free. Try and keep those legs more to 45 degree. Nice, Barry. Fantastic. So figure 4 with the left heel floated, right leg is crossing. You find that side crunch and then tap the heel down and return. So it's our oblique crunch with a little added heel tap. So you can see that right side oblique firing. Yeah, really nice, Bill, you got it. Use that exhale. Maybe that right shoulder blade clears the air too. Nice weight on that left thigh, thanks to that right foot crossing over. You got it. Nice, Nicole. 3, 2, 1. Change. Second side, left foot on top of right thigh. Right elbow to left knee. Float that right heel. Here we go. So you got the crunch. You stay in the crunch as you drop the heel, and then come on back to start. So just a little extra time in that oblique crunch. And we add a little lower belly work as we drop the heel down and lift it up. Yeah, Bronny, that's it. Fantastic, you guys, stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Nice. So we're turning to that butterfly shape through the legs. Arms are straight up, so we're trying to minimize the reliance on momentum. Use your exhale to come up. The inhale acts as a little bit of a braking system, so you're not dropping back quickly, but really controlled. Ooh, yeah. And where your feet are in space may help or hinder. I find if they're too close to my torso, it's a little harder. I'm keeping my legs out a little further from my torso. Yeah, Dougal, nice. Change, back to the top. We'll take that butterfly crunch, extend through the legs. Here we go, everything lifts. Shoot them out long, nothing through the lower back. That's where you really dig deep into that front body strength to protect your lumbar. Really great, John. You got it, nice. Stay with that breath. Rely less on your hands to wrench you up and more on your front body strength. Change. We take that right foot, cross it on the left thigh, float the left foot up, maybe flex through the feet. That's kind of a nice little added work. Take your crunch, tap the heel down, and then reverse. You got it. So you're staying in this lifted and twisted position thanks to that right side oblique. Really good control. That's it, Nicole. Fantastic work, everyone. Good use of our 30 seconds, right? 3, 2, 1. Change. Swap out the legs. Lift that right foot off the mat. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. No need to rush these. There's a lot of elements firing to get that core work. Stay with that nice even pacing. Great. leg. That's fantastic. Really nice. Ooh. Finishing up, 3, 2, 1. Change. Last dedicated ab. Butterfly sit-ups, arms straight up. Here we go. You can see how the exhale lifts you. If you ever wanted to amplify your workout, you could use weights here. You can see how that would be kind of a nice way to slow down the lift. Yeah, fantastic. Looks great, you guys. Stay with it. Last 3, there it is, 2, 1. Change. We have 2 minutes of hip lifts on order. We're gonna go parallel feet. We're gonna go up for 2 and then down for 2, being very specific about squeezing in between. And then we'll come up high on our tippy toes and blast it out for a minute. So first minute, feet are flat, parallel to one another, hips distance apart. Tailbone is lengthening. Use that exhale at the top of, well, actually we go midway and then we go the second all the way to the top. So up for 2, squeezing, and then lower for 2. So just an opportunity to get that extra squeeze at the top. Working those quads to control that halfway mark. Stay with that exhale to engage through the belly as well. Again, as you find yourself getting stronger, you could also add a weight onto your hip points to fire up the work a little more. These are just suggestions, definitely not obligatory. Find that squeeze through the glutes, but not through the jaw. Yeah, that's it, Phil, you got it. So mindful of each segment through this, squeeze and double squeeze. We'll take these for 3, 2, 1. Find your highest point on your tippy toes. Walk the feet in a little, and with this lift through the entire body, pulse from there. So very little drop, and when I say pulse, you're going a little faster so you feel everything firing. Maybe those shoulders rock under one another so you get a little more lift through the chest. Yeah, that's it, Nicole, fantastic. 30 more seconds to go in this shape through the legs. So fire it on up, send that tailbone long. Knees are tracking over those toes, and there is a little engagement through the inner thighs so those knees don't flare out. That's it, Sally, you got it. We're in the final 10 seconds with it, so can you get a little more lift, a little more commitment to the burn? Here we go for 3, 2, 1, well done. Lower it down, hug those knees in towards the chest. Rock from side to side. I'm kind of sensing collectively you all want more glute stuff, but in the interest of time, we'll come right into our squats. So we do 3 rounds here in our standing. Our first and only set of squats, we will do a right and left side and then swap out for the 3rd round each side. So it's a diagonal reach, like you're holding an axe. And then we come down and cut across the body. So these are diagonal axe chopper squats. We'll start with the fingers and our fists reaching up to the right side and cut across to the left. Our upper body work, we're gonna build. Our first round, we'll do an opposite arm reach. For our press up, the second round, we'll do an opposite leg reach. And then for our 3rd round, we'll do both reach, opposite arm and leg. Our balance work will be a reverse lunge. So you step back long, you kick, and then for extra challenge, we add a little twist. So we'll take that as our balance. Woo. And then mountain climbers and burpees to get that heart rate going. So reaching diagonally up to the upper right-hand corner of your ceiling and then crossing the body for our squat. Again, 30 seconds on, 10 seconds rest. So find that nice length through that left side waist, and then we cut across as we come down. Again, if you wanted to add a weight, this would be maybe an interesting place to bring one without obviously dropping it or slamming it too much. But we're going through that level change in the legs, that power to come down and then reach. We're also getting a bonus oblique work. Yes, Sally, nice and strong, so good. Find that depth in your squat. Change. First set of press-ups. You can take straight up press-ups, but we're reaching opposite arms and then adding the press-up. So there's quite a bit of core work as you try and avoid rotating through the hips too much. You can always come to your knees to take the press-up. Yeah, Johnny, looks great. Press through those heels so the legs are firing to keep those hips from rotating too much. Yeah, that's it, Jeannie, nice. Great pacing, everyone. Change. We're at the top of our mat. We're stepping back in our right side leg for a low lunge. We kick it, and then we twist off to the right. Here we go. If you're pressed for space, you could just do a twist without the kick. You decide. Wow, it's really hard to twist and look at you guys. I love it. Nice, Bill. Nice and long through that lunge. Stacking left knee over left heel. Slow it on down. 30 seconds is lots to work with to get these transitions. Change. Let's get our mountain climbers going. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Here we are in our plank. Jog it on out. Light through those toes. You got it. Navel draws to the spine. Keep going, keep going. Fantastic, that's it, Barry. Nice pacing, everyone. Change. This time we're diagonally reaching up to the left-hand corner, swiping right. Oh, that sounds interesting. And bring it across the body. Yeah, Jeannie, nice. So feel that side body opening. Commit to the depth in the squat, guys. Let the power come from the legs. The upper body's just along really for the ride. Yeah, that's it, Nicole, nice. Great reaching, Bronny, so tall. Keep going. Change. For our upper body work, again, always can do straight up press ups, but we're lifting one foot, then the other. Stable through the arms, but again, we want to minimize that rolling. So lots of core work here. Modify where you need to. The leg doesn't have to be lifted too high. Firing up through those glutes and hamstrings to get that. Whew. Yeah, Bill, nice. 3, 2, 1. Change. Oh, when that bell goes off in the middle of a press up. All right, we're stepping back with that left leg. Kick left, twist left. See how this side goes for you. Take your time to settle into that balance work. The breath certainly can help you. No need to rush these. Strong through that right side leg. Nice. Great control, Cooch. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Change. We're after burpees for our cardio blast here. Jumping back, walking back. Let's go. Before the bell even, maybe. So traveling with mindfulness in your burpees. Can that be a little mix? Yeah, it looks really good. That's it, Phil. Try to avoid hurling yourself through space, but nice and controlled. Woo. 3, 2, 1, change. We're now swapping out right and left. Or you know what, let's just come through the center, who are we kidding? We'll take our axe chopper squats right through the center. That feels a little more natural. I'm going a little wider with my feet, turning my toes out, just feeling like I have more clearance for my arms to come through if my feet are a little wider. Always knees tracking in line with your toes though. Yeah, that's it, nice. Fantastic, Jeannie. 3, 2, 1, change. Here's where you can really challenge your balance in your planks. Opposite arm and leg reaching. Take the press up where you like. There's plenty of upper body work if you're just swapping the arms and not taking the press up. Maybe go a little wider with your feet and hands. I might give you a wider foundation. Fantastic. Navel draws to spine, keeping that hug to the midline. That's it, Nicole, really nice. Change. So with this last one, we're swapping out our reverse lunges and twists. 30 seconds. And as you swap out the legs, maybe it'll challenge your balance even more as you look left and right. Take your time. That's it, Bill, nice. Stay with it. Nice control. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers to finish. Sorry, did I say mountain climbers? Let's do it. Everyone's down. I'm not going to change it up. I feel that was a happy resignation. Keep going. You guys really do listen. That's amazing. Opposite knee to opposite elbow. Light through those toes. Get that pace on so fast. Yeah, fantastic, Cooch. You got it, Jeannie. Whew. 3, 2, 1. Change. Thank you, everyone. That was so good. Really good work for that 25-minute blast.